Embracing positivity is crucial. It's equally as important to avoid the toxic positivity trap. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Guest Book Podcast. I hope that you are well. We've taken a few weeks off. I was planning my daughter's birthday party, 6-year-old's birthday parties, probably more stressful than planning a wedding, let's be honest, because I don't care if no one turns up to my wedding, but I do care if no one turns up to my daughter's birthday. There's that. And there's the fact that we had her birthday on the hottest day of June. It was the heat wave, and she had her party in a play barn. It was hot. So hot. Everyone was melting. I do not recommend. I mean, I recommend the barn, just not in like 30-degree heat. Okay. And then I got really ill. I got a tummy bug of sorts. I've been on and off with some form of coffee cold thing as well, and summer flus. Who knows? Anyway, I'm back. We're back. And we're coming to the end of the Bridal Self-Love Journey. We have this episode and then 2 episodes left. And then we're going to wrap everything up. And you, my beautiful brides, have lots of tools in your arsenal to use whilst wedding planning and beyond to help you grow, help you embody that woman that you've always aspired to be. Now, this week, we are diving into the transformational power of positivity and how that in itself can shape your whole entire wedding planning journey. I want you to remember that you have the incredible ability to control what you experience in just asserting what it is that you want to experience. Simply understanding that you, my beautiful brides, are the only person that you can control. I said it before, I say it again. The only person that you can control is you. What you think, what you feel, how you act, and how you react. Everybody else, we can't. We can't. So today we're looking at the power of positivity and how we can use that as almost like a superpower, I guess. Now, planning a wedding can be overwhelming. It can be stressful. It can feel like you've got a million and one things to do and you don't know where to start. I get you, but it doesn't have to be. We don't have to put up with those things. We don't have to put up with the fact that other people have told us how our experience will go. That's not how it works. We have the power, by understanding ourselves and what it is we can control, to set precedents on how and what we want to experience. Okay. So surrounding yourself with positivity helps you create and nurture your own well-being, and in turn inspires you along the way. Now, as you know, I'm not just about your wedding day. I'm not here for you to go, I'm just concentrating on our wedding day. That's why we become hyper fixated on everything that we cannot control. I'm here about the whole experience. It's about the entire journey and who you become along the way. When we're so caught up in thinking we need to have the best and biggest day possible, it's going to be the best day of our life. We are going to have everyone turn up. Nothing is going to go wrong. That is pure delusional. That is setting unrealistic expectations. We don't want that. We don't need that. That is almost toxic. Okay. So we have to also be aware of toxic positivity. Embracing positivity is crucial. It's equally as important to avoid the toxic positivity trap. So toxic positivity you may see online all of the time, especially if you run in the new age spirituality circles. I love spirituality. I love, crystals, stuff like that. I'm a bit woo-woo. I'm a bit crazy. It's cool. I love it. But what I don't appreciate is the toxic positivity. Like, you have to be positive all of the time. Otherwise, you can't manifest. You can't do this. It is BS. Okay. Toxic positivity involves dismissing any negative emotion and forcing a false sense of happiness into your life. Why would you want that? Because you know, and I know, you're not being authentic. It is not you, and you're forcing yourself to do something. If you have, say, ADHD or something like that, where you are constantly masking, you know what the difference is. You know when you're being authentic and you know when you're masking. And that's kind of like toxic positivity. You are masking and covering up and suppressing any emotion you're feeling. You have to feel emotions. We have to validate emotions. But when we are in a toxic positivity bubble, we invalidate our real feelings, and then that can create additional stress, lead to us feeling disconnected from oneself. And that is not what we need, especially on this wedding planning journey. We want to aim for authentic positivity. We want to acknowledge our emotions, both good and bad. We have to figure out why we're feeling the way we are. Why are we triggered in this moment? Why am I emotional right now? Why is this coming up? And assessing and growing. That is the aim of the game. We don't just want to squash everything and not do it and not feel it. That's not going to work. Universal law of polarity states there's an opposite to everything. So good and bad, night, day, um, gender, masculine, feminine, that kind of thing, right? There is an opposite to everything. It means that you can assess these things. So even if you're going through a difficult time trying to navigate other people's unsolicited advice, say, and it's triggering you, feel that emotion, vent if you have to, and then dig deeper. And then you can go, okay, what can I control in this moment? I can control what I say. I'm going to use my voice though. I'm going to say what I need to, but how do I come across? Do I want to be empowered in the things that I say? Or do I want to feel disempowered by using anger, being aggressive? You have a choice. You always have choices in life. We're human. We're not always going to make the exact right choice, but we can be intentional and mindful of how it is that we pursue things or we tackle things or how challenges come to us. So you have control over your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and your reactions. By focusing on what you can control, you can create memorable and meaningful experiences. You have control. You can state what it is that you want, and you can go out and do it. Your mindset matters massively. And if we're looking at this as a whole, and your whole journey reflects your overall experience at the end. So our end goal is our wedding day, and we've got our whole experience. Your mindset is going to matter. Your outlook on life can dramatically influence your wedding planning experience. So when you approach challenges from a positive attitude, they become opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. So your whole wedding experience is mapped out from start to finish. And in that kind of mapping out, we can then see that the end result is only going to be as good as the whole experience. So your mindset matters. What you think, what you feel, how you act, and how you react. Feelings and reactions and how that leads into that journey, how that maps out is when you react to situations within your control, you can then practice your mindfulness, you can regulate your emotions and your nervous system. You can stay calm and centered, even when things don't go to plan, because you have a choice. You have a choice to spiral and let things get to you. Or you can be calm, you can be collected, you can be centered, you can question things when things go wrong, you can look for a plan B, you can take action on plan C, whatever it may be. And that is a reflection of the decisions and the actions you take then. So your decisions you make and the actions you take should be aligned with your values and your vision for your own wedding, nobody else's. And this ensures that your big day is a true reflection of you and your partner, your love story, your personalities, your own individual kind of visions, and piecing them together to come up with this beautiful day. And surround yourself with positivity doesn't mean like, okay, I'm going to not have anything stressful around me, because life comes with additional stress and strain, right? So I want you to fill your environment with uplifting content. So if you're on your phone all the time and you're seeing things that aren't in alignment with you anymore, get rid of it, delete it. Surround yourself with supportive people. I am lucky to have friends in my life that, even though we're all over the place in different parts of the country, whenever we meet up, whenever that may be, it's like we've never been apart. We kind of start where we left off. I mean, we message in WhatsApp a lot, but we find it hard to get a Zoom call these days. Like, but we know life gets in the way. We're not about to kind of get upset or wound up because people aren't prioritizing us. Life changes. I want you to stay motivated throughout the planning process by focusing on the fact that, one, you're in control. Two, you've probably never done this before. And thinking that everything is 100% going to go to plan, nothing's going to go wrong, is delusional. We need a bit of delulu, yes, but we also need to remove those unrealistic expectations that everything's 100% going to go to plan, that nothing's going to go wrong, that you're going to do everything correct the first time around without any prior knowledge. Get rid of that, because you need to feel empowered in thinking, okay, I'm going into something that I've never done before. I'm going to embrace this journey. I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow. If things don't go right, it's okay. If things go wrong, it's okay. What can we do? How can I learn from it? Stay motivated in knowing that you have control over you and what you think, feel, act, and react. Have a look and see what it is that you can do to help you feel more connected to yourself, to your partner, to your journey, and get rid of the things that you don't like anymore and that you're wasting your time with, because that opens up more space for you to look at hobbies, to do your wedding planning, to connect with friends and family. Now, the one thing that you can do that will help you massively is how you look at your mornings. What is your morning routine? Morning routines set kind of precedents for the day. Now, if you are a parent and you've got children and everything's smoothly, right? They've had their breakfast, they've got dressed without any fuss. You got out the door on time, there wasn't any traffic. You got to the school, they went in. Breathe. It went smoothly. The whole of your rest of your day kind of goes smoothly too. When the the children are playing up, they're still eating their breakfast whilst you're trying to get them dressed. They're screaming, they're shouting, there's resistance, you're not out the door on time, you are not in the car in time, you were stuck in traffic, you've missed the bell, the whole day goes to pot. You know that the rest of your day has that knock-on effect. You want a morning routine that's going to set you up for success every single day. If you don't have children, you understand that though. You understand that if you've not got up on time for work, or you've stubbed your toe, or you've not ironed the things that you were meant to iron, or something's gone wrong, your car hasn't started, it has a knock-on effect for your day. So have a look at your morning routine. Have a look at your own kind of emotions and how that sets you up. So, daily gratitude, I'm all about the journaling. It's something that I believe everyone should do because it takes things from your mind, off your heart, and onto the page. You're not having your mind stuffed full of stuff that you don't need anymore. So, daily gratitude practices are kind of like the number one thing that will shift you and elevate you, raise your energy and your vibrations. It will also help with positivity. So each and every day, write down 3 or 5 things or 5 or 10 things, whatever feels good for you, about what you are grateful for. It could be for the things that are coming that day. It could have been the things that happened the day before. But this simple habit can shift your focus from stress to blessings to lack to abundance. It will help you shift and move into positivity. Positive affirmations, there's a whole episode on this. But if you are focusing on trying to create self-worth and confidence with yourself, affirmations are great, especially when you use I am affirmations. If you're struggling with affirmations from the last episode, something that I probably forgot to mention is sometimes you can feel like you're faking it till you're making it, or you're saying statements that aren't true. So what we need to do is kind of condition our mind to go, okay, these are true. This is what I want to happen or come true or what have you. So maybe write or say 3 affirmations that are true statements. Like, I am a 2026 bride. I'm excited to get married to my best friend, whoever his name is or their name is. That is a true statement. Or a simple one is just stating your name. I am Kelly Jane Gill. I am the founder and creator of the Wedding Planning Collective. Something that is true. Then write statements or say statements that you would love to come true. So maybe, I am capable of creating a beautiful wedding day. I am calm and enjoying the wedding planning journey. Whatever it is that you want, state 3 things that are true and 3 things that you would love to come true, and mix them together, because then your brain doesn't know the difference between truth and not. So just kind of intertwine the true statements to statements that you'd like to come true, and eventually they'll all just become one. Inspiring content, as I've said before, uplifting content, whether that's books, podcasts, social media accounts. Choose sources that fill you with positivity. If they don't bring you joy anymore, sack them off. Mindful moments. Take your time to appreciate the small things. The small things will lead to big things. We did a presence in the moment kind of grounding thing on one of the episodes, where we had a hot beverage and we just took our time, savored the taste, felt the warmth, was absolutely present in that moment. You can do that with anything, from reading a book, feeling the pages, smelling the pages, to being out in nature, tuning into the birds. Be present in the tiny, weeny moments in time, and it will help bring the big things to life. Positive visualizations. Visualize your wedding day with the joy it brings. So when we're visualizing, add emotion, add the feeling. Now, if you're a bride who is scared to walk down the aisle, that you're visualizing yourself tripping and falling, or looking around and thinking that people are judging you, your mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So when you get to the aisle on your wedding day, your nervous system gone, I've done this before. This is how it goes down. And you're going to probably be so scared of falling and so conscious of falling, you may trip, you may fall. So what I want you to do is practice walking in your heels. Practice walking with whoever is walking you down the aisle. Practice arms, like how are you going to lock arms? practice the handover of flowers, practice your first dance even. Practice things in the reality. So when it comes to the big day, it's not going to feel so daunting. And when you're visualizing, flip the script. Visualize yourself walking down the aisle confidently. Use the affirmations. Put it and piece it all together. That way, this keeps your spirits high and has a clear vision for you. And it's like you're reliving your wedding time and time and time again. And it's not going to feel so daunting. It's not going to go so fast because you already kind of relived these little things in your head already. Visualizations are amazing. Self-care. We talk about this. It is important. We don't want to neglect ourselves or burn ourselves out. So prioritize your self-care, whether that's taking a relaxing bath or walking in nature or finding a new hobby. Just look at you and connecting to you, whether it is going through the bridal self-love journey and taking each day and using it and doing it for a week, see how you feel, and just applying it. Or when you're doing your daily routine, maybe you want to add things from the bridal self-love journey to your morning routine, to your self-care routine, to your affirmations or visualizations. Just adding things, habit stacking. So I don't want you to go at this all in one go. I want you to kind of take one or two things, do it consistently, add something else. Do that until you feel comfortable, and then it's just imprinted in you and your routine. Lastly, focus on growth. So embrace the growth that comes with the journey, the skills that you'll develop, the resilience that you'll have, the confidence that you've built, the connection to yourself that you have, and it will benefit you long after the wedding day. We don't want to rush this. We want to embrace it. We want to have it as a really beautiful memory that we can look back on, because there's so much that we can learn on this journey. It's unreal. And not everyone, I don't think anyone really tells you how important it is, because we're all rushing to get down that aisle and marry our best friends. And I get you. I want to too. But also I want to be the best I can be on my wedding day and beyond. So remember, it's not about the wedding day itself. It's about the whole entire journey. And it's about who you become along the way, and surrounding yourself with positivity and focusing on what you can control, which is you. It means that you can create a meaningful and memorable experience that extends beyond that wedding aisle. So if you've loved that today, if you've loved this surround yourself with positivity episode, you can go to theweddingplanningcollective.com/blog for more information. Join in the conversation over on Instagram. I've got lots of stuff on there. And for now, I'm going to love you and leave you, and hope you have a great week wedding planning.